I will take him to the Triurgents. This is the least I can do. Perfect time for that emote. It was worth it. I may have overreacted, but it needed to be done. He was becoming hysterical. I understand the desire to look for reasons, for excuses, to convince yourself you had no choice. But the past is the past. There's naught to be gained from reliving your mistakes. I know this. I know this. But he... Tancred has lost all patience with Lord Emmanuel. Same. I've no desire to wait for the lordling to emerge from his puddle of self-pity. We have important matters to attend to in Ishgard. Right. Guess we're going back without him. Yeah, I think everyone's lost patience for Lord Idiot. And we are having a rough patch. Nothing has gone well for us this entire time. You're expected, miss. Pray proceed. Oh no, Edmond's here. I hate to break it to you about your son. We received troubling reports from Falcon's Nest. What befell you? Word of the demonstration and its resolution outstripped you, Celestia. Every man, woman, and child of Ishgard has heard the tale. 'Tis rumored that my youngest lack of judgment was to blame. Of course. Such stories are prone to exaggeration. What exactly came to pass? Well, you see... And then Thancred punched him! I see. So that is the truth of it. Regardless of his intent, the result is undeniable. He's furthered the cause of these misguided few who cannot let go of the past. In an instant, the delicate peace we were poised to forge is once more beyond us. To dwell so deeply on the war, and the vengeance it begets, only for that too to be taken away. Is it any wonder they were left bereft? For what was this sacrifice? Have we naught to show for our suffering? I thought peace a sufficient salve, but mayhap I was mistaken. We are warriors, Lord Edmond, and ours is a nation built on centuries of warfare. Right or wrong, this is who we are, and we deny it at our peril. To hold on to the past without being beholden to it? Aye, we must needs find a way to honor the sacrifice of our forefathers, without glorying in their excesses. A difficult path, to be sure. We dare not deny the scars which mar our nation's soul, lest we spur our other disillusioned souls to retrace them. But, as you say, we dare not revel in past glories either, for they are tainted, all. A clear, unambiguous enemy, and an undeniably righteous cause. 'Tis a bitter reflection, but lies though they were, They did long serve to unite us. No truth will ever serve as well, I fear. Yet, we are not without options. At our last meeting, a proposal was tabled by the other members of the Eorzean Alliance for joint military exercises, to strengthen the ties between our nations and test our readiness to meet with the common threat. I thought to delay these exercises until after the peace conference, but mayhap a grand melee would be just the thing to lift our beleaguered spirits. Better still, an occasion for the Temple Knights and the Watch to take the field as allies, a unified Ishgardian force filled with men and women from all walks of life, which would stand against a coalition of the allied nation's finest. Hosted by Ishgard, in the shadow of the Gates of Judgment, a victory under such circumstances would serve as a reaffirmation, nay, a declaration to all and sundry that we are as strong and united as ever. Such a victory would do much to fan the flames of patriotism, it is true. But if we should be defeated, though, even to hold our own against the cream of 3 nations might be presented as a triumph. Very well. You may count on my support, for what little is worth. However, I have a request. I would have my son, Idiot, take part in the grand melee. By his deeds has he brought shame upon Ishgard, and so by his deeds I would have him bring our nation honor. As you wish, my lord. If that is his desire, then it shall be so. Now then, we have no time to lose. Celestia, would you be so kind as to deliver my instructions to Lucia? I shall write to the Alliance leaders at once and begin making arrangements for the grand melee. Should you chance to see my son, pray inform him of his duty. If he's not already returned, he will soon enough, making every effort to avoid me. Uh-huh. Yeah, that change in music, that was drastic. We went from melancholy to inspired really fast. So that is their solution. A grand melee to unite the people. And what part would they have you play in this affair, I wonder? You, whom they have taken into their confidence, whom they have come so heavily to rely. And will you oblige them when their proposition is made? Will you stand for Ishgard once more? I'll stand for my friends and comrades, not a nation. A poor choice of words. But friends tried and true then, the living and the lost. So, for this grand melee of his, Sir Emmerich wishes to field a force comprising both his Temple Knights and Hilda's Watch, yes? You can only imagine what she will have to say about that. In fact, curiosity compels me to go and see for myself. Alright, bye! Let me know how that goes. Well met, Celestia. Have you spoken with Sir Emmerich? I was aware of the Alliance request. So, Sir Emmerich would turn these exercises into a spectacle for the masses. It's not that I doubt the efficacy of such a plan. Indeed, I know its effectiveness only too well, having witnessed it firsthand. Nevertheless, he has not given me reason to doubt his intentions, and these are desperate times indeed. I will select night for the event forthwith. As for the watch, Dankred's on it. Did he now? How considerate of Master Thancred to seek out a young watch commander of his own volition. Alas, he acted prematurely. Pray deliver this list of watch candidates to Hilda. I would have her best men, not her most dispensable. Right, we're on it. We're gonna fight! I thought you had something to discuss with the first commander. Huzzah! We've been spoiling for a fight. We won't let Sir Amric down, you'll see. Thancred's been telling me all about Sir Amric's grand soiree. Seems we're expected to join in. It's nice of him to invite us and all, but I hope he knows what he's doing. 'Cause we ain't dressed to dance with professional bleeding soldiers. As for you. Well. Seems the first commander's gone and hand-picked her guests. Can't say I disagree with her choices, though. She's got a good eye. Will you be fighting too? Reckon it'd inspire the lads if you were. Might take their minds off getting their hides tanned and all. Think about it, eh? I hate to ask, but you haven't seen our favorite lordling, have you? I thought not. The assumption he's not to be found in his father's loving embrace. I suggest we split up and look for him. I will search foundation, and you the pillars. I know his favorite spot. Yep. Always in the jeweled crozier. I'd carried Enroit to the manor. Our best chirurgeon's attending to him as we speak. He's yet to wake, but surely he will. So, Father's volunteered me for this grand melee of theirs. My beloved family, always making my decisions for me. No, it's not like that. It's just... Oh, you wouldn't understand. How could you? You are free to be the woman you want to be. Whereas I am a son of House Fortin. Don't you see? My future was determined before I was born. What I could and could not do. Right or wrong, that was the way of it. Until the old order began to crumble. Now we wander amidst the rubble, searching for a purpose, for a place. All around me, brave men and women rise to the occasion. With faith and conviction, they dedicate themselves to their causes. But not I. I was terrified of making the wrong choice, which is why I let better men make them for me. Do this, do that. Take this duty, guard this conference. I suppose I'd convinced myself I was above it. Until your friend showed me otherwise. When I saw Enroit, I wanted to scream. Wanted someone to blame. But in the end, there's only me. Only me. So you see, I cannot meekly bow my head and accept Father's command. Such cowardice is what brought me to this point. I will go to Sir Amric and I will make my own decision. Okay, I guess we're going with him. The Lord Commander is not to be disturbed. I ask what matter demands his personal attention. I see. Very well, you may enter. Oh, Thancred's here. Oh. We found him!
Lord Commander, if I may? I wish to speak with you before the Grand Melee.
Proceed.
How do you do it, my lord? How do you lead with such certainty, when so many of our countrymen will not hear of peace with the Dravanians? Some of them hate you almost as much as the dragons themselves. They decry you as a patricide in the streets. They even tried to kill you, for God's sakes. Yet still you march on, undaunted, where no archbishop dared to tread. What is your secret? Where do you find the strength?
For centuries, our nation has been punished for the sins of our forefathers. If our punishment is to end, I believe we must right the wrongs of antiquity and move forward as a nation united. Needless to say, my father did not share this opinion. He did not believe the people strong enough to bring about their own deliverance, trusting only in himself. Tyranny seemed to him the only solution. But I have faith in the people, Lord Amanalain. I have faith that they will weather this storm and overcome every trial we set before them. Many have fought and died to see this blight upon our nation's history cleansed, and I would not let their sacrifices be in vain. Though we invite reprisals, the risk is worth the reward.
I want to believe. I do. Lord Commander, through my careless orders, a pall has been cast over these proceedings, and I beg the opportunity to make amends. I, Amanalain de Forton, do hereby request leave to take part in the Grand Melee.
Oh,
Who am I to deny such a heartfelt plea? We would be honored to have you join the fray, my lord.
You will take charge of the Ishgardian forces.
For all my other responsibilities, I am still Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and I would not soon yield this duty to another.
The esteemed Sir Emmerich leading the Temple Knights and the Watch into battle along with my youngest. I could wish for no more.
Then you wish for too little, my lord. There is another who might yet join the fray. An indispensable ally to whom we owe much and more.
It's kind of expected. And the music changes again.
An adventurer beholden to none, who nevertheless chose to champion our cause, who has shared in our suffering and in our glory. A warrior without equal, who I am privileged to call a friend. There is no one I would rather have fighting by my side.
Tiny warrior,
I ask this in full knowledge of your obligations, and will not think less of you should you refuse. But if your conscience will allow it, might you oblige me, my friend? One more time.
Emmerich. Yeah, I'm still kind of angry at old Daw. Let's go fight him. Yeah!
Together we shall give the people a spectacle for the ages, a celebration to mark the dawning of a new era.
We're gonna fight. And dance all around the battlefield. I mean, I think that's out of the question for now. I think it's more about uniting Ishgard a little bit. Not stoking the fires of a civil war. Because they're talking about, like, patriotism and nationalism. So I think it's just trying to give the people of Ishgard hope in their leaders and, I don't know, to believe their leaders are still strong. Because they are a nation of war. And then maybe once they're united, they can start figuring out how to get closer to the dragon thing. At least that's my take on it. I don't know. We would not have come this far were it not for you, Celestia. It's been an honor and a privilege. Gods help me. I think it might be love. I dare say it might be cheating, too. Your mere presence is enough to turn the tide of most battles. Did you see the way his eyes lit up when you nodded? It was a look of boundless relief and joy. One would think a politician more practiced at concealing his emotion. Still, his honesty does him credit. For a moment, I was fair inspired to pledge myself to the cause. But that would be improper. This is their fight. And yours. But not mine. Oh. There'll be plenty of fights, Dancred. You'll join us in plenty of fights, I'm sure. It's okay there. A spectacle for the ages. The grand melee is poised to begin, and Lucia would not be late. Sir Amric informs me that the Alliance leaders have agreed to his proposal. The grand melee will be held here, in the shadow of the Gates of Judgment, and in sight of the capital. An announcement has been made. Allied forces are currently en route. The eyes of Ishgard are upon us, Celestia. We must not fail. A rare opportunity to see you pit yourself against allied forces, outside of Cotonou, perhaps. I would not miss this for the world. Alright. Are you ready? We're gonna fight Limsa, Britannia, and Ul'dah. The Warrior of Light. It's kinda crazy. I'm excited. We haven't seen Merwib in so long. Wonder if she's gonna be there fighting. Celestia, you honor us with your presence. There's a scurrilous rumor going around that you will be taking the field with the Ishgardians. It isn't true, is it? Uh-oh. Dane often highborn dandies deign to fight alongside us hoi polloi. Like all our name days rolled into one, it is. Then again, it's our national pride that's at stake. National and personal. I ain't about to let a snotty-nosed lordling show me up. The second commander and Hilda's lieutenant shall see to the security of the city in my absence. The melee deserves my undivided attention. Looks to be a veritable who's who of the Eorzean Alliance. Only question is, who came to watch, and who came to fight? Nautimo. Definitely Nautimo. Thanks, Thancred. Anybody else? Alright. Wasn't sure if there's anyone else we knew around. There she is. I say, when you didn't appear, I began to question... Nothing, never mind. Ahem. To think that we are mere moments away from facing the cream of Eorzea's soldiery in battle. That I am mere... But what if... What am I saying? Have to stop imagining the worst. Must think of the victory. The glory. Of the stories I will tell on Roy when he awakens. It is a matter of pride for the Alliance as well. They will not scruple to send their best against us. Yet we must not be cowed. Too much rests on our success. Alright. Still doesn't feel fair with us fighting on their side, but... make an exception. I am ready, old girl. Are you? It's time. By the Fury. How could I forget? Father bid me present this to you. I know it is sudden. We believe the men would find it inspiring if you bore the colors of House Fortin into battle. Pray, do us this honor. During the grand melee, some of your gear will be glamored. Your attributes and abilities will be unaffected. Whoa! Pippin! Oh no! Rabon. That's not fair. The Bull of Alamigo. Oh. Look at our armor. We're so short.
Let all here present heed well the rules of engagement.
I forgot how short Celestia is. Oh, that's funny. Alright. Tell us. The Grand Melee is a large-scale battle in which an allied company of Ul'dan, Gridanian, and Lominsan forces will be pitted against a company of Ishgardian forces. When a combatant is incapacitated, the opposing company will be awarded tactical points. The first company to attain the designated tactical rating of 100 points is declared the victor. During the Grand Melee, officiants may mark certain combatants with the Fury's Gaze, which will be indicated by an etherical tether linking them to their company's flag. While defeating most combatants will award your company 1 tactical point. Defeating marked combatants will award your company 10 tactical points. Marked combatants also possess enhanced attributes, rendering them more powerful and more difficult to defeat. Defending and defeating these combatants is the key to victory. Alright.
For the honor and the glory of Ishgard!
Uh-huh. Hey, they're all here. Merwib, Nanamo, Kanisana.
All is ready then.
She has a little step stool. Oh.
Brave men and women of the Eorzean Alliance, let the grand melee begin!
Right. Let's go. Dun, Forward, forward, Ishgard! Ishgard! Fury's gaze is upon us. Celestia, Lord of Medallion, attend to the marked ones.
For Ishgard!
Which marked ones? What are you talking about?
Is that all you've got?
Paul, find the next. Press our advantage. This chaos is happening. Oh, it's Pippin! Oh no. Come, Guardians. Show us your metal. Sorry, Pippin! Oh. Protect Lucia! God, rally to the first commander! Fury, guide and protect me! Oh, it's Roy. Forgot about you. This does not seem fair. We're winning 65 to 13. Victory is within our grasp. Flames, atoms, maelstrom.
It ends here!
Right there!
Yeah, I kind of agree. Oh, Riki! Riki came! I'll fight you. I like Riki. She always gives me stuff. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're not... I don't know. I don't know what the rules are. It's all for show. It's not like it really matters. Like anyone from Eorzea that can fight is probably good to have in it. I mean, Rabon's technically not Ul'Dan, but he is like the leader of the army. So he also kind of is. Yeah, I don't know where... I mean... Where does Celestia belong? Where's her home? Oh, the Bull of Alamigo. Cyclops! Cyclops! Everyone, on your guard! All forces, fall back! What's happening? Oh, Thancred's got it. What? Continue the melee. I will deal with him. That was so random. Daft sod. You heard the man. Back to it! All forces, form a line on Celestia, now! Think we got to participate a little bit. Oh man, Ralbon has the tether. Don't do it. Oh. Emmerich, I think he's out of your league. I'm sorry to tell you. Oh. Honestly, could have been worse. Is he gonna 1v1 us? Oh, that's cool. Alright, I don't even care. It's cheating if we're participating. We get to fight Ralbon. Yeah, that's also definitely a big part of it. Hey, he said he was not gonna back down. Being the leader meant being on the battlefield, so it's his choice. Yeah, I feel like that could not have been good for him. Well met. I will not lie. I was hoping it would come to this. So then, shall we dance? I get to fight Ralbon. Damn it all. I got this. Don't worry. The Bull of Alamigo versus the Warrior of Light. Let's go. By the Fury, just the two of them in there. On your guard, Lord Aurelian. The fight is not yet finished. Is that all you bastards have got? Come on then. Give us another. God, they just keep coming. We cannot. We will not yield. Hear me out, girl. Don't you dare lose. What is this? Oh. Brilliant. Brilliant. You are indeed the warrior of light, but I am the bull of Alamigo. I don't know where to go. Gotta finish this before he finish. Come on. Dang it. I lost. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was supposed to do there. Right, it's just like Ralbon came out all this way just to maybe fight us. Alright, try this again. He's too strong! Yep, that's the canon ending. We just lost morale. Ishgard destroyed, Ishgardian morale destroyed. And...
Ishgard!
Yep, never peace with dragons. Nobody ever happy in Ishgard again.
Is that all you've got?
I don't know what I'm supposed to do there, though. He had no health up. There must have been something else that I just missed. Keep a closer eye on it this time. I get to fight Rikiki again. Pippin. Oh, Pippin got attacks. The Bull of Roda. Strong.
ends here!
Right there!
Alright. We got the tether. It's time. Harry's gaze has fallen upon General Bon and... da-da-da. Alright. Fighting for real this time. Ah, there we go. I was supposed to attack the swords. I think. Hopefully that was it. Okay, we lived. Strength, Celestia, strength! Now's your chance. Strike him down for the glory of Ishgard! Aye, alright. Take your victory. You've earned it. We got to fight Raubon!
Did she win? Then we...
Not wrong. Little Aura girl. #1 security threat.
Victory is
entire
ours!
world.
Ishgard! Ishgard!
At least we're on their side.
Well fought, my friend. You truly are the warrior of warriors. Thank the Fury you were on our side.
Oh, my lungs are burning, and I can barely stand. I didn't think I could do it, but then I did. We did. We faced the Alliance's best, and together, with one heart, with one purpose, we prevailed. After 1,000 years of hardship, of strife and bloodshed, we are strong enough to rise to any challenge, be it on the battlefield or beyond. The future holds so much promise, so much joy. We need only show them the way.
We did it!
A truly magnificent display, Sir Knight. While doubtless less than pleased, I am quite sure the Grand Companies are honored to have been bested by such valiant warriors.
The honor was ours, Your Grace.
I am pleased to see that Ishgard's proud martial tradition is being upheld. When the time comes, I trust you will fight alongside your brothers and sisters in the Eorzean Alliance with the same fervor you displayed in opposing them. I note that our friend elected to take the field in Ishgardian colors.
We're a freelancer.
At my behest, Your Grace. If we have given offense, the
Oh.
blame lies with me.
That was really nice of him, actually.
Fear not, Sir Knight. It was a surprise, nothing more. And any hint of ill feeling was thoroughly dispelled by the spectacle of our mutual friend's duel with General Raubarn. On the subject of surprises, I could not help but marvel at the passion and unity of purpose displayed by your countrymen, given the troubling reports we have received of late.
I shall take that as a compliment, Your Grace. The events to which you allude are the price of change. The end of the Dragonsong War marks the beginning of a new era for our nation, and for the people, high and lowborn alike, who will lead her into the future.
Ah, yes. The people.
Maybe it's just a Lalafell thing. I feel like all Lalas. But yeah.
Change is indeed
Got
a
Cryo,
perilous thing,
Nanimo.
for we who seek it, and they who fear it. I shall pray for Ishgard, and for you.
She knows that better than most. The Anonymous did not hold back. Thank
Well,
God you survived
that
the
made for a
Cyclops.
refreshing change. Congratulations on your victory, by the way.
Not gonna talk about you punching or uppercutting a Cyclops.
Ishgardians certainly seem happy with themselves. I, for my part, am merely glad you did not strain anything in the process of single-handedly winning the battle for them.
Shh, let them have their moment. You okay?
Tis but a scratch, I assure you, and I will not suffer you to worry over me. Not when we have a dozen far more important concerns. Make that 2 dozen. Still, as Y'shtola never tires of telling me, we can but face them head-on one at a time. One day at a time. As Minfilia would have done.
Honestly, he's handling this a lot better than I expected. I thought he was going to just completely fly off the rails and do something crazy again, and I don't know. He already became host for an Ascian once.